let's get started again. So I have my TAs just distributed the stack of papers. And so one package is the participants. So thank you for sending your profile. Thank you for your introduction. And that's all printed out here. So you can check who you are sitting with and what kind of hobby he or she has, or any common interests of a person you're sitting with. And I know it's a big stack of papers, so you cannot go through everything. But if you find any faces or names that you want to check out, so that's in that booklet. Okay. And I have also distributed the materials, the slides too. And these will be up online. And did you get email last night about the e-learning system? Okay. Who did not get e-learning system email? You did not? Okay. Really? Okay. Please write down. Got his name, okay? Good, alright. I don't know why, but it should be. Alright, so register and then make yourself logged in. And then we will start uploading our files and the videos as well. So the lecture videos will be up online in, I don't know, maybe not tonight, but in few days. Okay, on the e-learning system. But we will upload our videos on our website, and I hope many of you know our website. So it's the red and white website. Okay, hold on, I'll show you. Okay, so this edge.ko.acjp. And we will keep uploading the videos and materials here too. So e-learning will have the same materials, but I might upload some more internal materials to the e-learning. But mostly the stuff I'll put up online here, and then on the e-learning will be the same. All right. So that's that. And another thing that I need to ask you is, so for the program we're taking we're shooting video and also taking a lot of photographs so that we can use it for our Facebook or any other materials. And if you are not willing to be on the video or Facebook at all, please let us know. We can, I don't know, do something about it. We can Photoshop you. Is there is there anybody who really hates to be on the photograph or video, or just talk to the TAs? Okay, TAs. I want to see hands. TAs and faculties. Okay, these are your TAs and faculties, and they have different cards. Can you show us the cards? Yes, they have a staff card. It's white. And so talk to them if you have any question or if you have any request. Okay? And yeah, so if you do not really want to be in the picture, let us know right now. Okay? Just talk to them. Good. Any other announcement that I need to make? No? Good. Alright, good. Okay. So, I've been running. I never asked questions. Any questions so far? Now I'm going to start about the program. So all the program will be described here. Maybe you have a question after this part of the lecture. So, now I'm going to start talking about the program itself. So again, thinking outside the box, and that is for new value creation. Okay? So 3 key messages. This is 1, thinking outside the box, and trying to deliver a new value, or a new value proposition is in your aim. And orchestrate implementation. So that's another word of practicing entrepreneurship, and of course you're doing that for solid start, and accelerate penetration for your growth of your ideas or your venture or whatever. So the program design is that. Okay, our program. So our aim for our KO Edge persons is somebody who does try to find insight. Okay, I won't talk about insight tomorrow, but of course, you're looking, you have an urge for a solution, but insights are the clues. Okay? You need to look around for insights. That insight that nobody found, but you or your team has. And who orchestrates implementation? Okay? You may not be the one doing everything, but you will be the one orchestrating the implementation. And of course, you do want to accelerate the penetration because you want the growth. You want the growth, and you're aiming for new value proposition, of course, and solid start, and the growth of your idea and your project. And we expect you behave, ideation, and structuration is a part of assistant thinking. And of course, I want you always to be thinking different or try to be innovative. And not necessarily I want all of you to become a startup CEO, but I want all of you to become various types of innovators. Okay, innovators willing to make changes in the world. So that's the KO Edge person that we all want to create, and I hope you agree, and I hope you're here because you agree on that. And the vision is very similar to the previous diagram, but so here's you, okay, what you have. You have a strong domain knowledge. I know some of you are well experienced in some domain, and I know some of you are very young and just started attending university a couple of years ago. But you have your interests, or you have your background. I'm not talking about domain that is like expertise. For example, my domain is mechanical engineering and systems engineering, but it could be something about where you're from. Okay, you're from like okay, my hometown is Shimane. I know there's somebody from Shimane. Who is that guy? Oh, you're from Izumo, right? Yeah. I'm from Oda. Right next. Yes. Very local discussion right now. It's a small city in Shimane Prefecture. You know, Shimane-ken is a great place to visit, but it's so hard to visit because no Shinkansen. There's only airway that you can take. Okay. So yeah, so that could be my domain. I'm from the farming family. Okay, I'm from farming family. So I've been helping the farming, the paddy rice field. I've been helping that. So that's part of my domain. So I don't consider any PhD or any Master of Science as a domain. Of course, that could be your domain, but your background is a domain. All right. So you have strong domain knowledge, some kind of strong domain knowledge, and entrepreneurial mindset. Okay, you may not be an entrepreneur right now, but you have that entrepreneurial mindset. So that's that, and have many international friends. So, like maybe you noticed today that you have quite a big international participants, and of course the course is provided in English. Oh, I forgot to speak Japanese. I told you that I will. I probably won't. I will. Stop me if you really need help in that language. Okay. So this is you. All right. And here's what we provide: innovative thinking with different methodologies and different approaches, and of course always new value creation in your mind and entrepreneurship in your mind. And we're going to do that through intensive workshop and also the project work. I'll talk about that later. And here's what you become, or what we expect you to become: new value proposition capability, and new business synthesis or design capability. And not just having many international friends, but now you become interdisciplinary approachable person. So this is the program vision or the structure. All right. And another aspect of this KOH program. So here's why, what, how. Oh, okay. I need you to see hands now. Who saw the videos that I sent you, or the reading materials I sent you? The Google document. Okay, that was an assignment. You should have done it. Okay, good. And who saw the Golden Circle video? Yeah, that was quite interesting, right? So this is similar to that, but it's just in a different order. But sometimes what and how can be in the opposite. It depends on how you describe it. So this is the same thing. So in KO Edge, we're not talking about how. we're not just talking about how your plan, how to execute your plan, or how can it be more effective, okay? But we will be spending a lot of time asking you why, okay? Why is your project important? Why you think solving that issue is valuable, and what to solve is important, right? So okay, I want to solve this huge social issue. And so what's your target? What is your target? Because you cannot just solve the huge issue at a time, but you need to decide what to solve and what to achieve. And then now we can talk about how to solve it, right? And how to implement it, or how to grow it. So we're going to spend a lot of time talking about every domain or every aspect. And a lot of time, these courses can be falling into these how domains. Right? Because how domains, there's so much to learn. So much to learn how to do things right. That's important. But I want you to try to focus. You need to do the right things. Okay? So this is doing things right. This is doing the right things. So you need this combination. You need to do the right thing in a right way. Alright? And you might be falling into a pitfall doing wrong thing in a right way. You don't want to be spending a lot of time trying to solve the invaluable problems, right? So this is going to be our focus, okay? Because a lot of people just focus on how effective, how we can do this. But why question and what questions are quite important. Oh, how many of you tried that systems engineer talking in NASA video? 45 minutes? Gary Gently? Yeah, Gently Reed. Who tried it? Did you like it?
Yeah, kind of struggling, but then.
Yeah, he wasn't talking much about engineering, but he was talking. Well, yeah, he was talking about engineering, but he was talking about the philosophy, the approach. Yeah. So if you haven't taken a look, and okay, there's a note to that video. First 5 minutes, there's a very boring guy. You notice that? Very super boring guy coming up and explaining who will be up and talking. You probably noticed that. And I know I lost many audience at that point. So just skip that guy. I'm sorry to him. He must be somebody important in NASA. Yeah, but skip that guy and go to the Gently Lee. He's just crazy fun guy. I never met him, but it seems like he's my friend now because he's so enthusiastic and he's so fun. And he is a great systems engineer, talks about how systems engineers think, how to approach. And in that talk, it's 45 minutes, but it's worth it. Okay? You can watch it while you're eating your ramen or whatever. Yes, and he talks about, the systems engineers are engineers who tackle why and what questions. Okay? And us engineering people are, of course, we're the slaves of how. Of course, see? Engineering people are laughing because they know what I meant, right? We're slaves of how. We're trying to make the how, tiny bits and pieces better. But what we really need to do is be thinking about whys and what. Like why we're doing this. Like what to build, okay? And that's quite important for engineering or any science background people. If you want to become successful, not just an entrepreneur, but somebody successful in engineering as well. So please take a look at that NASA Gently Lee video and skip that 5 minutes of the very beginning. And yeah. So okay. So the KOH program is designed in this way. So this is KOH person's capability structure model, and so new value creation sits on the top. Okay, this is similar to the block that I showed you earlier, but this is trying to explain the program, the whole program. So domain knowledge is something you bring in. That's something you bring in, right? And then throughout this lecture or the intensive workshop, I'm going to cover design thinking. That's tomorrow. System thinking. That's the third day, right? And then the business synthesis, we're going to cover that on the fifth day or sixth day. And interdisciplinary approach is just a combination of these two. And new value creation is what I want all of you to have in your mind all the time. So this is the capability structure model that we were trying to achieve in this program. And specifically about intensive workshop that you're sitting right now. So it's 7 days. I know it's long, but we could have designed longer. I mean, we try to make it short, but we had so much stuff that we want to tell you, so it became 7 days. So we started like, okay, it's gonna be about 5 days, and then we start designing. Yeah, it's gonna be 6 days. Okay, why not just 7 days? So that's what it is. Okay. So, but each day, different topic. So today, the kickoff, and I want to talk about innovative thinking. So I already been doing this, but to think innovative and what's the why, what's the how, and so I'm going to talk about that. And tomorrow, it's dedicated to design thinking, which is the word maybe not created, but propagated by IDEO and Stanford University several years ago, and it's to think human-centered. Okay, so that's the key takeaway from tomorrow, but the design thinking is a tomorrow topic. And then the third day is system thinking, and then it's to think as a system, especially to design anything as a system. So yes, of course, it will be. There will be a lot of material from systems engineering domain, but don't be scared if you're non-engineering. We're really good at teaching this material to non-engineering people. So I know you'll be exposed to systems engineering for the first time in your life, but you're okay. You're in safe hands. Okay, but please read quantum physics book before you come to the day 2. No, just kidding. Just aerospace books. Okay. All right. No, just no preparation needed. You just come in bare hands. Okay. So the third day, the Global Innovative Forum is a forum that we are holding. I'm going to talk about that later. But this is a forum that we invited SFC campus students to present their job that they've been doing or the work they've been doing, and we have a presentation from our friends from Asian universities. And they're excited about showing what they've done and the pain points actually of they're trying the very similar approach. They're trying to build the same or similar program in their countries or their universities, and they're struggling and they're having fun. So we're going to share that story with all of you. So that'll be the Global Innovative Forum, and then you get to ask questions as well. And on the 27th, it's going to be a prototyping and testing day. And you probably saw on the website that we have a prototyping room, and maybe at the end of today we can give you a tour on the KOH playroom, so to say. So it's fun, and we're going to talk about do while thinking and think while doing. So that's the key theme. And then on October 4th, we're going to talk about business synthesis, and me and Hiro will be your guide to talk about to design a business. So we're going to cover some MBA techniques and MBA approaches, but in a way so that you can be used as a decision-making tools for you as a person who has ownership in the project or a venture. And then the 5th, I know this is the only day that's not a holiday or Sunday, so we may miss some of the active working people. But this is a design process exercise. So as you can see here, these are all pieces and bits of the mindset and tool set you need to have to become maybe a future innovator, right? So on the 5th, what we are trying to do is that we will ask you to try to integrate, combine everything, and to put it into a design process, okay? Because these are all just different tools, right? Different tools. And of course, you cannot start using the one on the left first, and then one on the second, third. That's not going to work, right? You need to think what to do and when to use these techniques that you learned. So on the 5th, this is more of a combat training, okay? So this is like this is a boxing training. This is like a shooting training. This is the track training. So all different trainings. But on this 5th day, it's a combat training. So you'll be on the design process battlefield, and you'll be kicked out in the battlefield, and we'll say, I'll see you in 8 hours. Okay? So that's that. but a lot of feedback will be provided, and I want to get you comfortable with how you utilize these things. And of course, in the combination with what you know, what you've been doing. All right, because this is not everything you need for design process to execute a design process for innovative design challenge. Your knowledge or what you've been doing up until now needs to be combined with these new weapons. All right, so that's how we designed 7 days, and it turned out to be 7 days. So yes, but I'm really excited. So yes. Oh, Japanese. Okay, right. You know what? It's so difficult to convert into one language to another. 日本語もうちょっとだけ補足します。本当は日本語を喋るときにマペットがあった方がいいんじゃないかっていう話があって、one student suggested me I should have a Muppet speaking Japanese and me speaking English, or the other way around. And I tried once last year, but failed miserably. 日本語、そうです。どこら辺まで戻って日本語にしようかな。ちょっとだけ、割と日本語も喋れます。全体で7日間ありますよと。で、最初の、3日間と、それから4日目はイノベーターフォーラムということで、ここまでSFC の皆さんが参加ということも一つ特徴かなと思います。なので SFC の皆さんは20日から23日まで参加をして、でそこから後ろはSFC の皆さんは参加をしてないというふうで、ちょっと人数の変更もありますよということなので、全体像がこうなっていて、で SFC から来ている皆さん、もしくはこの後プロジェクトベーストラーニングをに参加しない皆さんもずっと我々のこの7日間のコースマテリアルも他のマテリアルも e ラーニングで全部見れるようになってますので、それも楽しみにしていただけるといいかなと思います。So I'm talking completely different things than I'm speaking. Okay, I should cover that in English too. So we have SFC students. So basically, there's 3 different kinds of different groups in this room. Okay, one group is SFC students who are in the SFC course, and this workshop is considered as a part of their course. And then the second group is that we have the how do I say, world tour winners. Okay, we have conducted the similar workshop in India, in Indonesia, and Thailand and Malaysia. Okay, we've done it. We had about 50 to 60 students every site, and we conducted a 2-day workshop or 1-day, full-day workshop, and then we hand-picked the best ones, and we invited them. And I won't say raise your hand, but you will probably find them in your table who were hand-picked by us last January through March. And they're excited to be here, so that's the second batch. And then the third group here is you are in Japan round. So you're in Japan round, you are invited here for the intensive workshop, and some of you interested to stay for the project-based learning, you're welcome to join. So you're the Japan round people, and we will be looking at your performance, because usually we have a lot of applicants for project-based learning, which starts after the October 5th, but we need to do a little selection based on how you perform in the workshop. And I will talk about that later on. But so there are 3 groups: SFC students, okay, and then we have the world tour or world round winners that joined us, and then you have a Japanese round contestants that's competing for a limited number of seats for the project-based learning. Okay, so that's that. And okay, 日本語oh, geez, okay. デザインシンキングとそれからシステムシンキングとビジネスシンセスってこの大きく3つの話がありますよと。でデザインシンキングとシステムシンキングは前半で、ビジネスシンキングだけ少し後半になりますが、基本的には大きく言って3つの柱あります。 いうことです。なので、KOH が何だったかと言われれば、おそらくこの3つの柱があって、この3つの柱をうまくこう組み合わせることだというふうに言ってもらうといいかなと思います。And another aspect, just an addition, it's not parallel to these three things, but it's in the, I don't know, maybe it's in the orthogonal to these three aspects, that there's a prototyping and testing. So as an important activity to find the true value that you want to focus as early as possible in the design process. So that's the purpose for prototyping and testing, and we will do that on 27th. But this is just a brief introduction to that. And prototyping should always be followed by testing. Okay, and this part is often missed out. I mean, a lot of people are too excited about just prototyping and just forget about doing anything about it, right? Or maybe you may show it around to your friend, but that's not the point. That is not the point. It's about testing. So not just testing the prototype itself. You know, maybe if I prototype this, I'm not testing just at this, but I need to test whether the value can be created using it. Okay? So there's a difference. なのでこれも、4つ目というよりもこの3つとこうなんですかね、こう掛け算になるような形ですけど、プロトタイプを作るっていうのも非常にこう流行っていてですね、3D プリンターとかも山ほどあります。山ほどありますが、プロトタイプ作ってどないすんねんって話です。これ作って終わってる人が多すぎる。まあ日本語だとなんか違うテンションになってくる。そう、作って終わりっていう話が多すぎるというところが問題で。つまり 3D プリンターで物が簡単に作れますよと、それはいいです。もちろんいいです。で、簡単に作って何のために作るかというところが、ポイントだということを27日はやりたいと思います。なので、作ることにフォーカスするんじゃなくて、作ってみて、試してみて、また、あ、そうか、ああしなきゃ、こうしなきゃっていう、この繰り返しというのがとても大事で、試すときには、この作ったものそのものが動くかとか壊れないかではなくて、そのものが実際に自分たちが狙っているバリュークリエーションに果たして届くかどうか、ここをテストしなくちゃいけないという、ここが実はポイントなので、これが27日のエッセンスになります。And these are some keywords that's related to each days. And so if you are interested in any of these keywords, then that's the day you want to really focus and get a lot of coffee, so that you stay awake. And here's a little information about Global Innovator Forum. So the scope of the forum is how might we nurture innovatorship and pain points and lessons learned. So that's the scope. And then we have invited 6 guest speakers from Thailand, Malaysia, India, and Indonesia. And they're all faculties or the individual from institute or university. And they are sitting with you. You'll find out. They're going anonymous, I don't know. They're going on the radar right now, but you will find some of them are faculties. Okay, so poke around and find them. All right, you have a spies in your tables. Okay, and then so we're going to start from 9, and we're going to have some opening remarks. And 9:15, we're going to have student project presentation from the SFC students. And it's going to be interesting. They were deployed in some overseas areas, and they've been doing project. So it's going to be their final presentation to finish up their KO Edge SFC coursework. So it's going to be fun. And then the lunch break, and lunch will not be provided, so we'll just you go anywhere to get a lunch. And afterwards, we're going to start the afternoon by a keynote speech, and followed by presentations by Asian Universities and NC Institute. And so Keio University will kick off an Institute of Bandung, Technology Bandung, and Thammasat University from Thailand. Oh, that was Institute of Technology Bandung is from Indonesia, Thammasat University from Thailand, Ahmedabad University from India, Thailand Creative and Design Center, TCDC, is from Thailand, University of Malaya is from Malaysia, and Chulalongkorn University from Thailand. So it's going to be so exciting. We've had a long meeting, very formal. We're all laughing for like 4 hours. But we had a great discussion, what to talk about, like what to share. So it's going to be really fun. So it's not going to be like, strange people just sitting in front and talking different talks. But we try to focus on the topic. We try to, keep the same agenda. So it's fun. It's going to be really to the point So I hope you appreciate, even though this is talking about how to nurture innovatorship, but if you want to become an innovator, if you want to influence somebody else, then this discussion will be a very, very inspiring for you. And panel discussion following that will be the same topic. How can we nurture, or even how can we even teach, or can we even learn innovatorship or entrepreneurship? That's the focus. I mean, that's the key. So it's going to be really interesting. これはグローバルイノベーターフォーラム、水曜日ですかね。水曜日真ん中にあるやつですけど、午前中はKOH の SFC バージョンの発表。それから午後は、このアジアの大学のこれらの大学から来ていただいた方々の各大学の取り組み、すごく似た取り組みを実は各国でやっているっていうのが昨日もすごく4時間ぐらいですね、いろんなディスカッションをしていて、我々よく分かっていて、この大学は全部我々この1月から3月にですね訪れていろんな話をしてきた大学ばかりですので、昨日今日ですね日本にやってきてちょろちょろっと話をするっていうどっかなんちゃら大学でよくやってる講演会とはもう全く違うと。あんまり言うと怒られますが、はい、なので非常になんですかね、トピックとテーマを合わせて皆さんでいろんな話をしますので、とても参考になる話が多いかと思います。企業から来られている人も学生の人もですね非常に面白いと思うので、ぜひ参加をしてください。でパネルディスカッションもですねパネルのクエスチョンも用意するんですけど、参加の皆さんから質問を受けるというのをぜひやりたいと思いますので、もしこちらの参加していただいて、質問していただければいいかなと思います。So, to wrap up the intensive workshop aim, so this is innovative thinking, and we try to do innovative thinking lectures and exercise, and by design thinking lectures and exercise, and system thinking lectures and exercise, and financial synthesis or business design lectures and exercise. And here in the blue, it says, every line says mindset and the tool set. Okay, so our focus for each days in 7 days, it's going to be mindset talking and then the tool set talking, and then it needs to be in a combination. It needs to be in a combination. Tool set without mindset is just, I don't know. It's some guy like an innovation man, right? Because there are so many people. You probably have a friend like that who learned a new framework. And he started to just, I don't know, hit everything with that framework. It's almost like you get the hammer and you see everything as a nail, right? But think about how you eat, okay? You don't use chopsticks for everything. Well, some people do, like my grandma. But you choose your proper items, right? Sometimes you choose spoon, sometimes you use fork, sometimes you use knife, and sometimes, of course, most of the time we use chopsticks, but you choose the right tools and then the right occasion. Sometimes you go bare hand because that's easy. You don't eat hamburgers with forks, knives and forks. You do? No. Okay. He's from different families, so right. Yeah, unless you're like royal family, you probably just eat by your hand. But so you need to choose what you need to do, right? And then that is only governed by your mindset. So tool set will not tell you what to do. All right? That's a mindset. なのでこれすごく大事なのはデザインシンキングとかシステムシンキングの話はしますが、でどうしてもですねこれをやり方の話だなとかアプローチの話だなとか手法の話だなと捉えがちなんですけど、必ずですねこのマインドセット、どういうふうに物事を捉えて考えてこれをやっていく、使うという話なのかという、ここを必ずセットで我々話をしていきますので、そこを聞く方もですね、こういうマインドセットか、こういうツールセットかっていうのをしっかり聞き分けて、でそれが自分の中に入っていくようにしていただけるといいかなと思います。なのでそこら辺をぜひ気をつけてくださいということです。So this intensive course or intensive workshop is to get you ready for project work, basically. So the project work is following this intensive workshop. So I will ask you, maybe not today, but I will ask you if you are willing to apply for project-based learning. I will make you sign up because I know some of you are just here for the intensive workshop because it's going to be another 3 months on Sundays. So that might not work for you. So I will make up the sign-up sheet for you if you're interested. But basically, this intensive workshop is to get you ready for the project work. Okay? なのでこのインテンシブワークショップは実はプロジェクトワークを始めるためのこうなんですかね、準備ブートキャンプみたいな形で我々はデザインをしていますということですね。So the structure is like this for intensive workshop. So of course we will talk about new value creation, but we're a little bit focused on the house or the building blocks for new value creation. For example, system thinking and design thinking and business synthesis. These will be the fundamental blocks for you to become a new value creation person. So this is how we structure it. Intensive workshop is a little bit heavily weighting on this, the bottom blocks. Okay? And then the project work. I will just go briefly about it. So there's two types. I'm not going to get into the SFC type project-based learning because I am not an expert on this. But we have basically two project-based learning offered very different in a very different structure. So I'm just talking about SDM type PBL. For those who are from SFC, probably you know about what your course is. So this is course that's integrated into SFC lectures. So it's a little different from our open participation project-based learning. So SDM type PBL is a new value proposing business design project conducted by teams of 4 to 5 people and blah blah blah. So I will give you some quick guide on project work. So this is how participants use their time on the SDM type project-based learning. Again, so a lot of project-based learning spend time on hows, okay? Like how you implement whatever, how you build a balance sheet or things like this. But our project-based learning is a little different. It's almost like doing a real, or not real, but almost it's like a pseudo startup group or startup experience. Okay, it's like a fake startup experience. You will be talking a lot about why we should do this. Like why is it us doing this project or problem? So you'll be talking a lot of whys with your teammates, and you'll be making a lot of decisions on what, and of course you'll be doing a lot of hows too. So you may think that a lot of project-based learning are focused on hows, but in the KO Edge SDM type project-based learning, you will be spending far more time on why and what, okay? Because that's where it decides your idea or your venture will grow or not. So that's important. これ SFC のごめんなさい SDM のプロジェクトワークはこの How だけじゃなくてかなりこの上位のところも相当時間をかけてやっていくので、それを少しそんなイメージを持っておいていただくといいかなと思います。And of course, the same structure is provided here, but now you really focus on to build a new capability according to related to what you have already. And this is the structure. So we've covered these basic building blocks in the intensive workshop. In the PBL, now I want you to focus on the new value creation using these building blocks. Okay, so that's a basic idea. And here it says BYOD party. Basically, our project-based learning is BYOD party. Do you know BYOB party? BYOB party is bring your own beer party, right? So you need to bring your own beer that you're drinking to the party. So that's the BYOB party. But this is BYOD party. Bring your own discipline party. So in the PBL, you have more freedom and you need to discuss with your teams. And of course, I want you to bring your own discipline or your domain knowledge. Okay, you might be engineer, you might be designer, you might be, I don't know, a business consultant. Bring your background and then use that as an accelerator for your team for new value creation or design project, the design process. So that's another way to put the project-based learning. It's what's going to be BYOD party, all right? And throughout the PBL, you'll be doing a lot of iteration, and it's an interdisciplinary approach in work, and early validation. So you want to, be looking at the right direction instead of doing the right thing. You want to be doing the right thing, Okay? You want to be looking into the right direction. That means early validation. And of course, you will be doing innovative thinking the entire way. So it's covering, just covering all why and what and how domains. Okay? And this is going to be just a brief introduction what you will be doing in the PBL and what you will be delivering in the PBL. So you'll be in the team of 4 to 5 people, and then you will be given a context, and then you will choose what you will do, and then you will provide the unfamiliar but convincing and fascinating business design result. Easy, right? Yes, very easy. That's what you will deliver at the end. Very easy, and you will have present your work in progress for feedbacks and discussion with the instructors on October 25th and such and such. And it's all in your packet that what you will deliver. So you can read the rest, but so it's the business design result with new and innovative value proposition, and coarse but solid looking startup plan, and ambitious but interesting growth prospect. Easy, right? Only 3 things. No one's laughing. Good. Well, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So it's an exercise. You're gonna be helped by a lot of faculty members, and you're gonna be feedbacks by a lot of faculty members. So you're gonna learn all these. So you don't have to be able to do it right now, but you're gonna learn how to be able to discuss in this direction. So これ実際にPBL、SDM の PBL が始まった時はこんな感じですという話ですけど、4人から5人で1チームになってもらって、あるお題をもらって、そのお題に対してみんなでじゃあ考えてきてねと。で、各週でフィードバックをしていくというふうになります。で、フィードバックもまた後で紹介しますが、我々ファカルティ、ビジネス、エンジニアリング、デザインといろんな人がいますので、その人たちからいろんなフィードバックを受けながら、最終的には12月の6日に最後プレゼンをすることを目指して走っていく。で、最終的に何を、持っていくかというと、こう聞いたことないけどすごくこう聞いてみると説得力があって、すごいなと思うビジネスの、大きなプランと、もちろんそれを何ですかね、それのコアになるアイディアというのももちろん持ってきてくださいというそういう話です。で3つあって、新しくてイノベーティブな価値をこういう価値なんですということと、それからちょっとまだ荒いんだけども、でもこういう感じでやっていったら我々の力でスタートさせることができますよというプランと、それからちょっとこうなんていうんですかね、若干こうサバ読みがちだけれどもこれぐらい大きくなるんじゃないかっていうそういうこうフューチャープランっていうのをですね、こう3つセットにしてこういうアイデアでこんなことをやりたいんですということを、最後にプレゼンテーションしてもらうということです。簡単ですね。はい。なので、今すぐこれができなくてもいいので、これができるようになるように、PBL の中もそうですし、もちろんこのインテンシブワークショップも、デザインをしているということになるので、心配な。And I just mentioned about our instructors. So some are engineering background or science background like myself, but engineer more complex and dynamic system which provides new value. So we're not just normal everyday conventional engineers, but we're engineers who are willing to provide new values through our engineering. Okay, so that's a common theme that we share as engineering background and faculty members. And we have business and management background faculty members who is willing to synthesize and manage new business model which enables new value chain. So we don't have anybody in this faculty member team that is just so concerned about just operations. Okay, but they're willing and they're so enthusiastic about finding the way to create new value chain and run it. Okay, so you will meet all of these in probably this afternoon. And we have information architecture background person who is willing to communicate regardless of language and discipline within a global context. And we have a design background faculty who is willing to design and manage not only colors and shapes, but philosophy and principle of the deliverable. So you're going to see him probably in 27. So we all practice an entrepreneurial mindset in global context. So when we go through all our faculty members, you will notice that there's so many CEOs. Okay, there's only just 2 guys. They're just professors. Yeah. So we consider them they're merely professors. Yes. You need to be CEO and a lecturer. That's good. You're on the way. But if you're just a professor, that's not good enough. Well, they're not here, so that's why I'm saying this. Yeah, but you'll see, they're really fun guys to talk to. But so we're practitioners. That's what I wanted to say. なのでエンジニアリングとかビジネスとか、それから情報アーキテクチャとかデザインとかっていう全てのアスペクトに携わっているファカルティ教員がいます。でみんなその大学で教えてるということももちろん大学院や大学で教えてるってこともやってるんですがかなりの割合で CEO です。かなりの割合で CEO とか CEO 的なことをやっているということが非常に多いです。ですので我々この話をしてるだけじゃなくてやってます。なのでだんだんフィードバックがマジになってきます。PB プロジェクトベーストラーニングが始まってくると、お前と一緒に働きたいと思うかどうかみたいなそういうかなりシビアな目線でそういうマインドがないとなんか遊んでればっていうそういうですねかなり真面目な形になってくるので逆にそれはとってもリアルかなと思いますのでこのリアルさとプラクティショナーと一緒にこういうことをやるという面白さも感じてもらえればいいかなと思います。So the schedule, it's going to be, it's going to be quick, but so this is the schedule for the 7 days. So basically there are 2 parts, intensive workshop, and then there's the project work. And if you're willing to join the project work, please do so. I will make the sign-up sheet maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after, and I will ask you if you want to join, please sign up the sheet. But you need to be selected. Unfortunately, we only have a limited number of seats, so you need to be selected. And this is long-term perspective. It's going to be quick. So this is our 2nd year for the KOH program. And we already have ecosystem started. And you are just joining the ecosystem. And I'll show you how. So we have alumni from last year. And I know some of you were recommended by the alumni, the last year's participants. KOH 2014 participants, and I'm really happy to have you who were recommended by the previous participant, and they're gonna stop by. They said they're gonna stop by this year while in the 7 days. So you'll have a chance to talk with them, and then they're really interesting, and they're already starting their new journey. So I'm pretty sure you'll be excited to talk to them. And here's you participating this year. And then we have from Japan, we have different nationalities but currently living in Japan. We have invited the world tour round contestants or winners that are 4 of them hiding in some tables. And then here's what's going to happen next year. Okay, I'm going to already talk about next year. I want you to come back, okay, because you're part of our family now. I want you to come back as a maybe mentor, sometimes instructors, or angel. That's more than welcome. If you want to, handpick your future, I don't know, future partners, please do so here. So this is what you need to do. Okay, we want to create an ecosystem, and of course, another thing we would like to ask you is, I want you to recruit your friend. Okay, now you know what KOH is. Now you will probably understand what we will be doing. So I think you are the very reliable ones that you know who is better for this program, right? So I want your friend to participate next year. So that's how we're gonna run the ecosystem. なのでこれ皆さんにぜひ協力をお願いしたいのは、今年もちろん参加をしてもらって、で来年もですね、ぜひ遊びに来てください。で来年もしかしたらメンターとして TA というかメンターとして遊びに来ていただいてもちろんいいですし、それからインストラクターとしてもしかしたらもう今年ものすごいパフォーマンスでもう来年もう喋ってよっていう人もいるかもしれないし、もうお金が余ってしょうがないと、もう将来のインベストにもうここに決めたって言ったら、もうここにぜひですねハンコを持ってきていただいて、じゃあもうここに寄付すると もうインベストするともうあいつに俺インベストするわっていうふうにしていただくといいかなと思いますので、それからもう一つはぜひですね友達を紹介してください。皆さんの紹介が一番頼りになります。実は今年もたくさん去年の人たちから紹介をしてもらってます。結局これ紙で伝えてもビデオで伝えてもなかなか何をやるのかどうやるのか全く伝わらないので、友達の紹介っていうのが一番、口コミっていうのが一番確かだなと思っているのでぜひ紹介してください。So, to conclude the ecosystem, so this is KO Edge Alumni. So we all get together and we'll try to keep the community hot, and we already have the Facebook running, and we will try to connect you via internet and SNS. Okay, so I'm asking you to join the alumni. Okay, so one last part. So like I said, we have a second stage, which is the project-based learning. And we can only have 20 participants. And already 4 seats are taken by the World Browns. Okay? 4 seats are taken by people we selected from the overseas. So we have 16 seats left. Okay? 16 seats left. And we need to, because every year, I mean this is second year, last year too, but we had a lot of candidates, we had a lot of applications. So we have a selection criteria. Okay, I don't want to scare you, but at least I'm being open, okay, about it. So, PBL には、20席用意しました。で、4席はすでに海外から来た人たちが4席をすでに、座っているので、全部で16席余ってます。で、16席をですね、できるだけ本当にこれに参加したいという方にオファーしたいと思ったので、セレクションの、基準を決めてます。なので、あんまりこれにどうこう思ってほしくないんですが、一応ですね、このフェアに全員にこのセレクションの基準をオープンにして、これを見てますよということをお伝えしておきたいと思います。So this is the selection criteria. So there's basic points and special points. I'm going to talk about basic points. So it's very simple. Team contribution. Qualitative measures by instructors. We'll be watching, or TAs will be helping us to watch your discussion, your accommodation skills, or facilitation and motivation. So just be a good team member. I mean, contribute to your team, and you'll be selected, or you'll be qualified. All right. And the class contribution is a little different from team contribution, but it's going to be quantitative measures by us or TAs. So number of questions, number of comments, and number of presentations. So be visual. I mean, be visible. I mean, show yourself. So that's what we want, because this is a great opportunity. We wish we can have all of you in the PBL, but it's going to be a lot of resource that we need to get to that big group. So we only can accept 16, and we want the ones that is willing to do to commit and willing to make best out of this. So that's how we basically evaluate your performance, okay? But it's nothing hard. Just be yourself and do whatever you need to do. And here's special points. I'm not going to get into details. No one earned special points last year, okay? But I just wanted to make sure that we're looking for these people. So a person with super strong background. So while you're talking with your team, you can start coding. And you can finish your piece of program at the end of the discussion and show it to them. That's a strong background. Or you can start drawing pictures and trying to understand the team dynamics and trying to express what the team is thinking. So we are looking for somebody with strong background and contribute to the team. Okay? So if you think you're that kind, go ahead and try to earn that special points. Or outstanding performance as an entrepreneurial-minded person. So somebody who's so good at thinking about, I don't know, coming up with new marketing techniques or new marketing mechanism, or I don't know, new value proposition capability, and etc. We're looking for those too. And outstanding performance as a global context-minded person. So if you can show yourself as a global context-minded person, outstanding, then you'll be in. And outstanding performance as an innovative-minded person, that's as well. So if you think you can do that, then we're more than happy to have you. So these are special points, but this is just to show you who we are looking for. Okay? And the selection result will be sent out on October 5th. So we will ask you to sign up, of course, before that. And if you are willing to participate, we will select you based on your application form you've sent already for this intensive workshop, and also with those criteria, which just I clarified. And please let us know, or I will make a sign-up sheet. So if you're not willing to participate or to be a candidate for the PBL, then that's totally fine, totally fine. I understand that. So please sign up the sheet if you're willing to join. Okay, so a lot of me talking, but afternoon, trust me, you'll be doing a lot of things. So before we get to lunch, let's get to our faculty members. Since I've already introduced myself, let's introduce other faculty members who will be involved in the program. Okay, so some instructors, we're missing few associate professors. So this is Seiko. He's the boss, but he's the good boss. We don't have bad boss, but he will stop by maybe this afternoon or maybe later today. But he is the lead for the KOH program, and he's a satellite guy. He's also a space guy, okay? And he's showing up. And Makoto, he's also associate professor, and he is also a space guy. So Seiko, Makoto, and me, we're called Space Brothers. Basically, 宇宙兄弟, 3 兄弟, yes, and right. Okay, and this is me, and I will let them talk when they're here. They're really, really interesting and willing to meet you. So let's call up Yoshi. Get the microphone, please.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Yoshikazu Tobita. Call me Yoshi. I'm one of the faculty's KOS Dean and also H program. And before introducing myself, I cannot help telling you about the news. As you see, I'm rugby footballman. Okay. Japan beats South Africa. Yes, it's amazing. World Cup official site says most dramatic upset in World Cup rugby history. This game. Okay, so to tell the truth, Hashiguchi Sensei, Hiro, and me was watching a game and shouting at Irish pub until this morning. So I had a frog in my throat. So okay, I should introduce myself. So I'm from business domain. It is difficult and even different from Kane. He's just crazy engineer. I'm sophisticated businessman. Okay? So before 15 years ago, I had started my first company, and then I'm running several companies now, and manufacturing company, and design consulting firm, and NPO, non-profit organization. It's very widely managing experience, and so I like to start up business. And I like to discuss about how to create new value. And I like to contribute and just talk about how to contribute to our society. So I want to discuss about such kind of things through this H program, and I hope I hope to support your education through this H program. Okay, thanks.
Hi everybody, my name is Hiroshi Hashiguchi. Please call me Hiro, just Hiro. And I also have a business management background. And I studied at the Dartmouth College in the United States. to get an MBA degree. That is one of the oldest business school in the world. Not one of the oldest business school in the world. And after that, I joined Accenture as a management consultant, and I worked for the companies, many companies, for doing the new business development and M&A support. After that, I started my own business consulting firms, little tiny firm, maybe 12 years ago. And I worked for a private equity fund as an advisor, and worked for consumer goods industry as interim turnaround manager in the company as managing director. And one of that company's name is Naomi Corporation, stated in there. And that was a tableware manufacturer, Chinaware manufacturer in Japan, located in Nagoya. And I spent 6 years, more than 6 years for that company. And that company's shareholder was a private equity fund, so-called CITIC fund. And the person who was working for that CITIC fund is among your teammates. That is her, Ellie. Yeah, she was my boss at the time.
Used to be. No.
Okay, so, and I was developing the completely new product line for that company, and together with new consumer market, and through the completely new sales channel. And that product was named Osolo, and that was made together with Mr. Tago, Professor Tago. He is also an instructor with design background in this KOH program. So you will see him. He's a very great guy. And we wrote a book called Design Management, and it's described about that project in detail, very detailed. So if you could read Japanese, please read it. Please buy it. I can sell it with premium price. And after that, I quit the company and I started my own venture company called Euphoria. And that company is providing IT solution for sports field and healthcare field. And actually, guess what? One of the most important clients of my company is Rugby Japan national team. Yeah. So we won. And yes, that was fascinating experience. And I have been working for that national team for past 3 years. And I've been seeing everything. And I've been working with two crazy leaders. One is head coach Eddie Jones. He's crazy, so crazy. And another guy is Mr. Iwabuchi. He's the general manager of that national team. He's more than crazy, more than crazy. But those guys are kind of, they have a strong and entrepreneurship mind. They set higher, very high goal, and everybody was laughing first, but they convinced everybody, they motivated everybody, and they designed everything, collaborating with stakeholders like us, and got things done finally. And after this early morning's game, Captain Rich Michael was interviewed by interviewer, and the interviewer said, "What is the biggest reason of your winning, this surprising winning?" And he just said, fitness. And fitness is area we were supporting, right? So that was, the best moment in my life, So that was great experience. And I think I learned a lot through the experience in my hard new business development experience in Nagumi Corporation, and also many crazy experience with Japanese nationality team guys. And I think we could learn a lot from that kind of stuff, that kind of sports experience. And also, I'm teaching at the SEM. I always forget the name of class. Maybe entrepreneurial design theory or something. And I joined last year's Edge program also, and it was so fun and so hectic, so crazy days. And I'm so happy to be able to spend that time with you guys again in such a fun and hectic and crazy days. Thank you.
Hello, good morning everybody. My name is Kyoko Watanabe. It's very nice to introduce myself because I thought Hiro would use up all the time for me. Because I don't blame him because this is the right after that exciting game, right? Okay, so you can call me Kyoko or Kyoto or Kathy, whatever you want. Actually, my name card has my name Kathy because my American name, all of us has the American name. I mean, the names for foreign people to call us. And I used to work at the American company, and I was used to be called K. But so I said I would be K, but he denied because
Me?
yeah,
Okay.
he denied. He said I'm Kane, so it's gonna be confusing. So please call me Kathy or Kyoko or Kyoto, whatever. Okay, I have a background. I'm one of the instructor for the EDGE program, and also I'm teaching design project at SDM, System Design and Management. And my background is information architecture and information design. And through this program, EDGE program, I think I would not have any chance to talk, as a lecturer, but I think I can help some way for everyone to prepare for the presentation slides or some kind of information necessary communication things, because information architecture is related to everything. Because during this workshop, maybe you have to communicate each other, and what is the best way to communicate? And of course, you have to communicate when you do presentation. You have to deliver, what your thoughts and ideas, and what is the best way to, deliver your ideas. So my background actually is doing that kind of things in terms of translation and website design, content design. And through this, I extract the information and idea from one language, which is Japanese, and put those information and ideas in a certain structure to be well understood in the other language, which is English. So Japanese to English translation in the form of information architecture. And in the same way, I do the website design contents because the companies, businesses want to deliver something and some ideas, and they want to, deliver some kind of information to the viewers of the homepage, website. But it's not always the right thing they are delivering for the receivers who are reading and who are seeing this websites. So what I'm doing is to connect those information that the business wants to deliver and that the receiver wants to receive. So that kind of information architecting I'm doing. So this is very exciting to have all of you here, and to have especially the 4 selected students from Asian countries, because I am the one who actually went to that site and did the workshop and selected those poor people. So please enjoy, everyone, and good luck.
Okay, and he's not present today, but he's Manabu, and he's the only guy with the black background, and you can tell he's a designer, right? Yes, of course. So he is he's a designer. He's a design background faculty member, and he's actually not an ordinary designer. He has been winning the world awards since 2013 because of the project that's done by Hiro. So Osoro is a project they've done, and maybe we can talk about it sometimes today or tomorrow. That they created a new dishware, or the new the wares that is not just the ordinary used in the ordinary way, but proposing a new lifestyle. So it was awarded about 10 awards all over the world, and including one of the best around the world. It's awards in Germany, or in the United States, and elsewhere. It's just crazy. You can see his name everywhere. Do you have that Axis magazine? Oh, we'll get it. Okay. Yeah, he was just the cover of the Axis magazine, which is the very famous design magazine, and I think he's standing just like that in that. So if you see him, make fun of him. But maybe in the opposite way. Yeah. Even though he's our friend, and he became so huge in his domain, so we like to make fun of him because he's a hot shot now. But he's a great designer. But he's not the artist. He's not an artist, so he can explain his design. He knows why he designed that way. He can explain why this design means something. So it's really nice to talk to him because his way of describing his work is something very similar to how I describe my engineering, how they describe their business, how Kyoko describes the information architecture. So I think, I wanted to show you some variety of backgrounds of ourselves, and that's who we are, and we're going to support from different directions, but with the same language or same mindset. Okay, we share the design thinking aspect, we share system thinking methodologies and approaches and mindset, and we share how business design can be done in an innovative way. So we share the common language where we work as a team. So it's not like having different professors from different faculty giving different lectures independently. We're trying to do this all together, all right? So